Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome in if you're new here. Grab a snack and relax because it could take a little while. How are you? Surprise! Happy Friday. I hope you are all well. I got in the other Shein haul. And I was just wondering if anybody wanted to check out what was in the bag with me. Surprising everybody. Hello, the light. Sneaking in, seeing who's awake. How are you? Welcome in. There's going to be no list. No list tonight, but I have... Oh, let me mute my phone. So I have no list tonight. Oh, who is still texting me? Ooh, I'm cutting open the bag, guys. You have a question. I wasn't going to do a list tonight, yo, but let's see what happens. Let me open this bag. Let me see what we have. How are you doing? How are you guys tonight? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let's see what new decks we have. So I found, this really caught my interest. I'll have to let you guys know how I like it. But I found this shadow workbook. And I wanted to check it out. I was curious. I don't know if it's an empty workbook or if it has like journaling prompts in it. But I thought we would take a look at that. Where did I just put my skizzers? Hope you guys are all well. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget to like. How are you? I hope all is well. Right? I was definitely drawn, Richard, to the cover. I like that. It reminds me of the whole aesthetic of my channel. They probably use the same editor I use when I'm doing... Oh, yeah, there is prompts. There's a lot of prompts. Check this out, guys. This is pretty cool. So we have shadow work. And then it has a whole thing about the benefits of shadow work, methods for shadow work, steps for shadow work, the past, things. It's got questions. Good for you, Pokemon. I'm glad you understand the origins. You have a beautiful evening, my love. I love this. So we got the past, childhood memories. So this is a lot of shadow work stuff in here. Child within, super beneficial, emotions, triggers, lots of pages on triggers. Ooh, everybody loves a good pattern. Patterns. Hello, Jason. Healing, reflection, forgiveness. Oh, I like this. Acceptance. These are all the things we talk about when we've been talking about shadow work. So that's beautiful. And extra prompts. I would definitely say this was worth it. Just at first glance, not bad for a cheap workbook that I picked up with a bunch of new decks. So now let's check out the new decks, shall we? Ooh, they have stickers on them. They're hard to see. This one reminded me of the numbers deck we just opened. From the first batch, there were a few decks that were similar that I picked up. Where are those scissors again? Keep those handy. Hello guys, come on in, come on in. We're unboxing some new decks tonight. May flip a few cards here. Spirit Message Oracle cards. It's okay. I think it's supposed to be spirit messages, but I'm pretty sure they misspelled spirit on the cover, which is just worth laughing about the human experience. And then I have another one of this artist, possibly two more decks with this artist. This next one, I know I have her artwork over here. What is her deck? I have a couple of them with her work. Oh, her name is not. Oh, Tony Carmen Salerno. You guys will know if you watch a lot of tarot. I am unboxing some new cards. And right now I'm struggling thin with the wrapper. But I think I got it. Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, to be honest with you guys, one of the things that I did in college that kind of kept me connected to cards was Magic. I loved playing Magic when I was in college. But I learned tarot before I learned Magic. But you know, it's once it's in you, once you've got that little spark of enjoyment with new decks or cards, or we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more little decks here. Woo! Let's get them all open. So this one is, I was looking for the artist. And this is Tony Carmen Salerno. And I believe that the art on these cards is the same. Thank you, Boar Moon. So I think the art on these cards is the same artist. Oh, it's just one picture, though. Okay. And these have messages, so we'll look at those, maybe get a few messages out of there. Finn screwed. I'd call him screwed. What? Entertain me. What do you call a dog with no legs? What do you call a dog? It better be nice. It better be nice, whatever it is. A hot dog? Let's see. And then this one, I was really excited about this stack. Anybody who is returning, if you were here, I was talking about having grabbed an art deck that reminds me of, what's it, Klimt? The Kiss? If you know, you know. If you're an art buff and you know, hi, a bonus live Shateria. Absolutely. You know, the decks came in and it's too far from Sunday. I couldn't wait. So we're unboxing. So we have a misspelled Spirit Messages Oracle card, Shateria, which just, I mean, it's right down to the soul of us misspelling things, you and I. It's not going to come to you anyways. Oh, Finn, you got me. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's not going to come to you anyways. I know, I'm excited. I'm wrestling with the package, Shateria. I've got this one, the art deck that I told you guys on Wednesday reminded me of the Kiss. Like the style of the art. Ooh, I'm excited to dig into this one. It's called Cosmic Garden. Cosmic Garden Tarot. So we'll dig into that. You want this one, Richard? This is really cool. And then I'm really excited about this other deck. I'm going to save one of these decks for last. You don't know which one I'm saving for last, but I do. Because I think that this one is a crowd favorite, the artist. So we'll definitely like that. And then I am now unwrapping one that I really like is the Oracle deck. I got quite a few Oracle decks. Oh, I'm so excited. I know, I can't wait to open it up, Shateria, and look at it. I love the art decks. They really speak to me as a former art student. Ooh. They're wrapped so tight. Here we go. So we have this one, the Medicine Woman Oracle. This one looks like it also has beautiful art. So I look forward to digging into that. Hello, Turtle. How are you doing? Ooh. Let me find a hole on this next one. Just a couple more to open, guys, and then we'll take a look at them. Hey, Ted Brown, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in, guys. We are unboxing some new decks tonight, and then we'll look at them, maybe flip a few cards, maybe do a little reading. There's no plan. There's no list. Just love tonight. Setting my intentions for just love, y'all. How are you? Good. Happy Friday. I got so many steps today, guys. Oh my gosh. I am beat. I am beat, but I was excited about this package, so. Ooh. Egyptian Gods Oracle cards. I was really excited about the artwork on these, too. Ooh. So cool. So we'll take a look at that. And then I have another one of these cute little, these were like, seemed to be a running theme. Like when I saw the Angel Whisper cards, I saw the Spirit Messages cards at the same time. And I was like, those have to go together. I have to get those together. And then there was this other deck that looked very similar. And now I'm thinking, we'll take a vote if you guys want to do it. I was thinking about mixing them. I was thinking about combining. Maybe just the numbers in the rune deck. I don't know. They're both very small decks, but I thought it might be fun to combine them. These are just, and they're really cheap quality, guys. These are cheap decks that I found on Shein, like $3-4, you know. I like to check out sometimes specifically artist decks before I purchase the more official deck. I like to check the decks out. Oh yeah, these are beautiful. So this one is, actually got it out and I got the cards out before I even got it out of the plastic. This one is a Runes Oracle deck. So we have runes here. These are cool. We'll check those out at some point. You can combine them too. I feel like the rune deck and the numbers deck minimally would be cool mixed together. Just to see what comes out. Be curious. Let's see. Let's get this the rest of the way off. And then the last but not least deck that I'm super excited about. You guys, I'm sure, have seen this deck. I'm sure you're a huge fan. We have another deck by the same artist. Todd Alcott. The Pulp Tarot is one of my favorite decks. Like all-time favorite decks. Hey, 1111. So I saw that they had the pocket size of another one of his decks, which I think Torrid carries the official deck of this. I'm not sure that I've seen it anywhere else. I don't know if it was Torrid or Hot Topic now when I think about it. It's one or the other. They both have some interesting stuff. Shateria, You also have to see, I showed it first when I first came in. When I first started the unboxing, I found this really cool shadow work notebook. And there's a ton of writing prompts and information on shadow work and things to work on, things we're always talking about. So I really love that. So we'll definitely, you know, I'm personally, I'll definitely dig into that. If anybody wants the link, let me know. I can post it somewhere, I'm sure. Which deck that I'm drawn to? All of them. That's how they ended up in my cart. But I really love the art deck. I'm a big fan of the art decks. Whenever I get the like this one here, anything colorful with very different images from the original tarot, they get my imagination spinning. They get me thinking about new interpretations, different ways of interpreting. So, okay. I'm excited about this one. So it's the sci-fi tarot. It's a perfect time of year for this one too. Super excited about this. Oh, it's so tight. Hold on. I got it. It's packed in there. Like this deck is really, really in there. Let's see. I might have to get a couple cards out first. Oh, here we go. Oh, I tried to do a pre-recorded for you guys this week as well, but I don't have enough memory on my phone. And it was going really good too, and I got about 7 minutes in and the memory conked out on me. So I did try a sip. All right. Here we go. Now they're all open. Is anybody drawn to a particular deck? Which one would you like to see? I definitely want to see this one. We'll shuffle that up. Oh, look at the back is cool too. Hello, Shanika. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Just unboxing. Let's see. You want to try the sci-fi deck? Ooh, 5 of Cups in reverse on the bottom. Putting the past behind you, letting go of regrets, not having regrets, no regrets. Split on the sun. So healing ahead, no regrets, healing ahead. Let's see, no regrets, healing ahead. Spirit, tell me about this. No regrets, healing ahead. What healing does the collective have to look forward to? Ooh, the star. Okay. Love this. Look at this. The Woman of the Cosmos, a journey into the realms of fertility and intuition. So the star, very fertile, very intuitive. It's like giving growth energy, expansion, the expanding universe. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Well, heck yeah. We'll claim that for the collective. Things in your favor. The universe is always working in your favor. Things are always working in your favor. I was thinking earlier tonight about when you get to a certain level of your healing, and it seems like no matter the chaos around you, you still know how to choose happiness, you know, and how freeing and special that feeling is. Definitely new beginnings. Lots of new beginning energy. No blinders. Sometimes Justice is wearing a blindfold. So this is like full awareness. What did I say, guys? What did I say at the very beginning? Didn't I say there was an energy of walking away? When I saw that Five of Cups in reverse, I was like, no regrets, things behind you. The past is the past, walking away. And here we have the Eight of Cups, which is literally walking away from things that no longer serve you, walking away from people, places, or things that are deterring you from enjoying the peace, the comfort you've created. And it's not even really about comfort necessarily, but about being able to choose your highest timeline no matter what's around you. And it takes you up out of where you are and puts you somewhere new. We have a Nine of Cups. Gosh, she's beautiful too. So wish fulfillment, walking away from anything that would have us feeling caged or trapped or lacking in self-awareness, stepping into your fullest manifestation. All right, who in the collective is going to win the Powerball? That's what I want to know. Who in the collective is winning the Powerball? Will it be me? Will it be you? I mean, it might be. We have the Hierophant coming out, right? So we have commitment. But what I'm really getting is like it's a commitment to self. It's a commitment to choosing happiness. It's a commitment to putting the things behind us. The Three of Hearts in reverse here. The Three of Swords, I'm sorry. The Three of Swords in reverse is like, again, putting those past regrets behind us, letting go of anything that is keeping us tied to, I just heard a losing narrative. Thank you, Spirit. Coming back out. Stepping back out. We have Hermit in reverse. We have Hermit in reverse, so letting yourself shine again. We have the Star up there, so really coming out, really stepping into the fruits of your labor, things coming to fruition. Ooh, what was that? Three of Pentacles in the upright, and the Sun together. We just saw the Sun, and the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Thank you, Spirit. What a beautiful message. So there's clarity here in this Two of Cups. There's also air of, I want to say acceptance, but that's not the word I was looking for. Vulnerability. Thank you, Spirit. We had the Sun come out. We saw that on the split when I first started. So that's that healing energy coming in. And the Hermit in reverse, this Three of Pentacles getting out. Having commitments to work on your connections, work on yourself, work on how you connect. The Devil in reverse. I will take the Two of Cups over the Devil any day. So I love that. No longer codependent, fully vulnerable, fully embracing the connections around you. Not hiding from the shadow work, not avoiding the work, not thinking the work is hard or heavy, understanding that the work is just a choice, like any other choice. A choice for healing, a choice for happiness, a choice for learning the lessons. We have temperance here on the bottom, one of my favorites. St. Michael energy coming through. Not particularly on this card, but I always associate temperance with St. Michael. So temperament, tempered, what we've learned along the way. The shadow work is just the choice to learn the lesson from the patterns, to recognize the patterns and break them. The devil is a lot about patterns. Patterns, insecurities, letting go of trauma, healing it so you can let it go, understanding you're no longer in that space in your life that you've stepped through. It's like coming through a door. Oh, we have a Knight of Cups and struggle. So there may be somebody coming through to have a conversation with you about their feelings, or they're struggling to express their feelings. You may have in the past struggled to express your feelings. Six of Cups in reverse. It's giving like not expressing yourself out of a fear of rejection, a fear of failure. But I see Eight of Pentacles on the bottom, and it's like this is something that the collective has been working on. Pinpointing those feelings and learning how to express them in healthy and productive ways. Oh, I love this deck, by the way. I love this deck. Let's take a look at some more of the artwork. It's an interesting Four of Swords. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I love this. Collectively speaking, a whole lot of healing, a whole lot of doing that shadow work, taking a look at those patterns, using those once were misfortunate moments to your advantage, growing from the experience, embracing the growth of having those quote unquote horrible experiences. Allowing yourself to see the blessings that came out of some of them, even if the blessing was learning how to walk away, even if the blessing was learning how to cut somebody off. Oh, this is beautiful art. So we have the Cosmic Garden Tarot here. Okay, we'll be checking that out. Interesting backs. Oh, these are great. I love the colors. Oh, look at the Sun card. Oh, these are great. They're so bright. I just want to take them in for a second. Wow. Oh, these are going to be new favorites, especially when I'm doing shorts outside with the sidewalk chalk. I love to use colorful cards when I'm doing something artsy outside. Ooh, So cool. That's what I love to do, Ted. I like to go out and draw something on the sidewalk and use it as a background. Just, spend some time outside, play with my daughter, draw on the sidewalk. Usually she starts taking, like, she likes to walk in circles. It's spinning, it's essentially spinning. It doesn't have the name. It doesn't say who the artist is. They have a lot of decks on there that are just like random AI art inspired, or this one doesn't say either way. I'll have to look up the name later and see if I can find if there's a specific artist. Like I have other decks that are similar in that they're artsy decks, but they were just AI inspired. Like we have this Van Gogh tarot, which is really cool. And then we just recently unboxed the stained glass tarot. And so I probably got them all from the same place. I just got a bunch of cheap decks off Shein. I just like to check out different things that are out there. Oh, look at the Seven of Swords, too. It's giving enlightenment, which is really interesting for a Seven of Swords. But also over the eyes is like unwilling to see the truth in something. Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords in reverse would be enlightening, acceptance, right? Enlightenment, acceptance. Thank you guys for joining me. I know I didn't give you any notice. I didn't want to have to wait until Sunday to look at these. Hi, Michaela. How are you? Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? Thank you. What do we need to know for our highest good? That's a lot of cards. All right, what do we have? We have Death on the bottom. Scorpio season is coming. Scorpio season is coming. Spooky season is upon us. Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So something slow moving but growing, like gaining momentum is what I'm hearing. Something is gaining momentum. Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like fast momentum, fast forward movement. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse is like getting rid of a scarcity mindset. It's like once you conquer, look at how beautiful these are. Once you conquer that scarcity mindset and you learn to release and you come out of this time of energetic hibernation, a divine spark lighting your purpose, your way, your path. It does usually initially feel sort of cumbersome, slow, even sometimes difficult. I just heard with this Knight of Pentacles, methodical. Something methodical about your path, your journey, or the next steps. Oh, interesting. Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Swords coming out. Look at how beautiful that is. So definitely that gaining of momentum. Something growing, something expanding. And it's like the truth. The truth of who you are, your purpose. Hey, surprise. 10 of Wands in reverse and 10 of Cups in the upright. Yes, yes. This is exactly what I was saying in the beginning. It's that feeling of like getting through enough of the healing, understanding enough of the patterns, getting enough of the lessons that you can just choose happiness even when there's chaos around you. That you just know how to feel at peace and at home in who you are, where you are, what you've learned, how you've come about learning it. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Moving towards calmer waters. Absolutely knowing, understanding, and owning that at any time you're able to do this. You're able to move into a calmer space. Oh, these are so beautiful. Oh, the High Priestess. Thank you, Spirit. Trusting your intuition, connecting with Spirit, connecting with God, connecting with the universe, connecting with each other in beautifully intuitive ways, allowing yourself to embrace your intuition and believe in yourself, in your abilities, in your purpose, in your mission. Oh, these are so beautiful. Could be something for Libra. We had Justice earlier, and she had the scales, and we have the Two of Swords in this deck, and there's scales on those. So there's something about that balance or that Libra energy, air energy. There's a lot of water here, but the air energy around it is being able to express the emotions and rather mature, compassionate, emotionally intelligent is what I'm hearing. Learning how to express your purpose, learning how to express your intuition. Ooh, I love that. Let's flip some of these. Let's look at the Medicine Oracle. The Medicine Woman Oracle. Thank you. Oh, I don't know, you guys. Choose. Should we look at the Egyptian gods or the medicine women first? Which one? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I can't decide. There's just too much of a good thing here. Lots of new stuff to look at. It's all the love latte. I just opening some new decks with you guys. I didn't want to wait till Sunday. I did not want to wait. I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait. Thought I would join you. Ooh, you like the medicine? All right, that's 2 for medicine. I'll take it. I'll take it. Catherine Mallard. Illustrated by, it looks like Caroline Manier. It almost looks French, the last name. Ooh, I don't think you guys are going to be disappointed. Oh, and look at the card that's right here. 36 was the first card on the bottom of the deck. I haven't shuffled it yet. First time out. Purification. Raise your vibration by caring for your energy. That's like what I was saying earlier about when you put that 5 of Cups in reverse, you step into that 8 of Cups energy, that ability to walk away from those codependent behaviors, those patterns, those cycles of self-neglect. Thank you, Spirit. They're different colors on the back. That was unexpected. I got excited. I wonder why. I wonder if there's a distinct difference. I'm curious now. Let's put, oh, there's some red ones too. Okay. Maybe elements? These would be very earthy. Elements or seasons? No, all the seasons are right here. We have spring, winter, autumn, summer. Curiouser and curiouser. It's obviously intentional, like I could see in the colors in the bottom. I'll have to look up the book. I'm sure that it's somewhere online. The heart's wisdom. Listen to the call of your heart, your guide in love. Connecting to your intuition, being willing to follow the course of your mission, being willing to have that follow through. I love the path of beauty right behind that. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. I don't know what the color differences are, but maybe we'll figure it out. What's going on here? I'm looking at some new cards that I'm just unboxing tonight. I think I have 5 or 6 new decks. There was quite a few here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe 7. So Lati, if you're still here, this made me laugh because one of these Oracle decks has a typo on the cover, and it just makes me laugh. So I think they're spirit messages, Oracle cards, and they definitely didn't get spirit right. The Spittier messages, Oracle cards. I'll never stop laughing at that. The Medicine Woman deck, Richard, or the one we just did. This one's beautiful, the Cosmic Garden Tarot. I'm so glad I saw this one and I couldn't resist. Absolutely worth it. Let's see. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Ooh, I saw the bear on the split like 3 times and I didn't say anything about it, and it definitely came out. Retire into your den to find answers. So again, getting in touch with that intuition. We did have the Hermit come out in reverse in the first part of the reading out of the Todd Alcott deck. So this feels like Hermit energy, hibernation. I did say there was an energy of hibernation earlier as well when I saw the people in the tubes in the Alcott deck. It's so hard to describe what I saw. The wild feminine, awaken your she-wolf instinct, that primordial force. Oh, these are so pretty. So bears or wolves may be significant to you on your journey. Personal power. Encourage you to be the master of your own destiny. That's right. Making that choice. Deciding how. I was going to say how much, but it really is deciding how things that are happening around you that are out of your control are affecting your energy, how you're responding to the universe. I just heard an inclement weather, but energetic, inclement weather. Oh, These are very talkative. So look what comes out. The path of beauty. I called my attention to that just a moment ago. Walking your path of beauty elevates your feminine soul. So there's a message that's not just for feminines, guys. That's for masculines too. Masculines. Thank you so much. Speaking of the male principle, masculines, you also have a certain depth to you that must connect to femininity in order to I just heard plug into the matriarch, but it's not exactly what I mean, but it's like not exactly what I'm saying, but it what I'm seeing, but it's what I'm hearing. Let's see. It says steps towards reconciling with the masculine is before you. So I love there's this very strong feminine masculine energy coming out here. There's some energy of reconciliation coming through, but not before self-healing, not before the shadow work, not before the lessons, the growth. Bear coming through twice here. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Welcome in. Divine sensuality. I reveal your talent to enchant. Isn't that interesting? And healing. These are beautiful too. I support you on the path of healing. I reveal your talent and enchant. Just like I said a few moments ago, it was like Spirit is talking directly to you and asking you to be brave enough to accept the call, to trust your intuition on the direction you're meant to go in, the healing you're meant to do, the patterns you're meant to break, the lessons you're meant to learn. Accepting them graciously with gratitude. Eagle totem. Rise above to widen your vision. Ooh. Rise above. That's what I was saying. Rising above the fray of things. Like understanding that just because there's chaos all around you doesn't mean there has to be chaos within you. That's a choice. That's a choice you make. When you rise above the fray, you can pause for a moment and really I just heard feel the freedom. Ooh, ooh, two more cards coming out. Interconnection. I bring you the medicine of togetherness. Thank you, Spirit. I bring you the medicine of connectedness. An opportunity for deep transformation is before you. Rebirth. We saw death. I don't know why I put it. I think I shuffled it since it was on the bottom of the deck. But that's the energy of rebirth coming through, that energy of regeneration. I said earlier, it was like we were in this stagnant stage of, I said hibernation at one point. Then we had the bear come out twice. Like a cocooning, a chrysalis, but it's more like a hibernation, like a sleep. I saw that Four of Swords in reverse, and it was like coming out of hibernation, coming out of that energy. Stepping into something new, stepping towards understanding how to redirect your energy when things are chaos around you. Hi, Christopher, when things are out of control. how to listen to what Spirit is trying to tell you your next action should be, what you're transforming, how you should be transforming it. What are your plans of action? It's like really, truly listening. Really, truly listening. This was in reverse too. The Four of Pentacles. Really, truly listening about what it is you're meant to let go of. I just heard things that are not of value. Things that when you hold on to them, it's petty. So the word petty coming through. Let's look at the Egyptian gods. I think... Oh, I'm loving this. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the likes. You guys rock. I know I surprised you. I didn't expect many people to show up because it is an off night for me. But here we are. Hello, Jeff. How are you? Let's look at these Egyptian gods. I don't know much about Egyptian gods and goddesses, so we'll see what the cards say. See what we get off of them. See what energy they give. What secrets they hold. What advice we may find in them. Aw, thank you, Richard. I like them all, to be honest with you. I have quite a wide selection of styles. I like a little versatility. They all say something different. They all speak differently to a reader. Intuitive readers. Hi, Ajmal. This is No List, Just Love tonight. Thank you so much. Come on in. I just unboxed a bunch of decks. We're taking a look at them. Hello, Rachel. I just did a couple quick, short, little general readings. If you want to go back, there's a couple little readings going on. I looked at a workbook. Lati, you're going to love this. I don't know if I showed you. I know I showed Shateria when she came in. But I found this on Shein too, Lati. And this is really, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. First of all, I didn't know. Like, I knew it was a workbook or a shadow workbook, but I didn't know what it contained inside of it. So I was a little excited to see that it had a whole lot of stuff about shadow work in it. And that it has all of these writing prompts for different areas of healing. And I just thought this was so cool. So definitely sharing that with you. Emotions. It had everything in here. And then it includes in the back a list of just like random, we keep going, random shadow work prompts. Things to consider. I thought this was so cool. And then some encouraging quotes, which we love. You know I love quotes. Extra space for some notes. I just thought this was so cool. This was a nice surprise. I'll say it was a nice surprise. I knew I was getting the workbook. I didn't know how good it was going to be. I thought it was beautiful. Oh, I'm not charging anything. I mean, if you want to post a super chat, go for it. I love the support. I'm open to it. Tonight is No List, Just Love. We're not doing any personals, though. But you're welcome to support the channel, of course. We are just looking at new decks, checking out the collective vibes. A lot of healing. A lot of healing energy coming through, and I love that. Right off the bat, all of these decks are delivering beautiful messages. And carrying beautiful energies. So let's see what we get out of the Egyptian deck. Enlightening. rising above, ascending, ooh, I love that it's got like a single word. All right, so we have, oh, devastation and healing. Yeah, healing the trauma. Thank you, Spirit. Healing. I was like, where are we going with this? Look at this, guys, because I just said it twice in the last two decks. Death and rebirth. The death card being the rebirth, the new beginning. There's a burning off of those shadows, those traumas, those regrets, those. It's not even the self-limiting beliefs. I mean, that's part of them, but it's bigger than that. It's bigger than the self-limiting beliefs. It's beyond that. It's greater than that. It encompasses that, but it's greater. It's bigger than that. Oh, thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. This is also, this particular one makes me think of the star card, this healing card. I'm not exactly sure why, but I've got star energy off of that. Could just be the healing. So I gotta ask, do we have any conspiracy theorists in here? Is this a boat or a spaceship? What do we have here? Any conspiracy theorists? We have hybrid creatures here. This is like alien. Alien experimentation. Thank you, love. Hello, thank you, Michaela. Do you think it's a spaceship? I think so too, Lottie. And you know what's interesting to me? The other thing that it's giving me, other than being like a spaceship, is it almost looks like the necklace that you find on Celts. So you think of the Bogman. He wore one of them. Do you know what, like the ring necklace? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know what I mean when I say the Bogman? The like super old mummified man they found in a bog. What's your question, love? We'll see. What's your question? Oh, fruitfulness. I love that. Healing coming out of that energy of devastation, putting it behind you. No regret energy. Taking the lessons, understanding the patterns. Look at the pattern on this one. Understanding this pattern. Understanding your own pattern. Understanding other people's patterns. Understanding how to rise above it so that you can manifest. Such beautiful cards. What's your question, Neha? What you got there? Yeah, Grace, do you see it? It's very interesting. It's very cool. I do see it either as a boat or a spaceship. I could see it either way. I love conspiracy theories on all sorts of different things as well. I love to speculate. Here we have another one, actually. Another little spaceship. This one is specifically on water. Do you see it? But it's in the sky. This is the sky, right? This is like the sun up above the sky, floating on it. That's very cool. Understanding. I feel like Spirit's just playing along now. It's like, are you understanding me? Because here's very clearly a boat down under the sky too, right? It's very cool energy. Understanding how things align, understanding how energy works, understanding how manifestation works, understanding how to let go, understanding how to heal, understanding that A lot of times you don't do the shadow work out of fear because you think it's going to take a long time or it's going to be super difficult. But the quicker, the sooner you do it, the quicker, the sooner you get out of those patterns. Akasha's true feelings for you. Let's see. Let's grab this tarot deck again. There is no list, only love, but I'll do this one. Ooh, Maja, I love that. Yep, earth plane and above that. That's what I like. It's like heaven. Yeah, the heavens. But I was seeing his sun face. It's like very clearly a reference to solar energy in the sky, above the sky. And very clearly shows like the connection to it. That intuition energy coming through again, that understanding. Ooh, I love it. Oh, Francisco, I'm open to receive all that. Is that the Powerball number? Four of Pentacles. Nihat's Four of Pentacles in struggle. This person is very concerned with earthly matters. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The person you're asking about, there's a feeling of loss, of having lost something or having lost everything, struggling to hold on. Hi, Cynthia. It is a little surprise. Technically, I'm not answering questions, but Neha asked so nicely. Yeah, there's a lot of internal conflict right now. So what I'm really getting is that they're struggling to find, because we have 10 of Pentacles in reverse too, they're struggling really to find self-worth at this time. There's like no will to fight is the energy that it's giving me right now, Neha. It's like they're not going to be willing to fight for you. They're not even willing to fight for themselves. It's giving very defeatist energy. Yeah, Three of Swords, brokenhearted. Brokenhearted. Feeling very heavy in the lack energy, Neha. You have this oracle. It's so cool. It's such a beautiful deck. It's short. It's small deck. There's not a lot of cards in it, but it's beautiful. Richard, what's your question? You guys are just, you know, I love to help you when I can. Also, let's see. Who made the other contribution? Thank you so much, Michaela. If you have a question, Michaela, do ask, love. Isis, thank you. What a beautiful card. So we have Isis. We have prosperity coming out. We have faith and wisdom. I love that. Understanding, prosperity, faith and wisdom, fruitfulness, healing coming out. Ooh, there's a lot of what you manifest. What you reap is what you sow. Do I like boxing and wrestling? I'll tell you, I went through a really horrible breakup one time, and boxing really saw me through it. It's like really having that outlet was pretty amazing. Oh, there we go. What do we got? Creation. I saw this one on the bottom, and now it actually came out, so I love that. It's very beautiful energy. Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't watch boxing. I just said I was boxing. I was punching. I was punching bags. Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. Let me grab. I'll grab this tarot deck again. I really love the art in it. Let's check it out. Neha, because you're meant still to learn something from the experience. Ooh, I'll have to go back and look, Maja. I don't watch any sports, Agustin. It's just not my thing. I'm not a sporty person. I have no, like, ill feelings towards anybody who is into it, but it's not my thing. So we have a six of, okay. So we have a Six of Pentacles in reverse, which is sort of a feeling of yeah, listen, I hate to say it, but you may. So we have the Five of Pentacles, which is like being left out in the dark, and the Six of Pentacles, which is sort of, it's in reverse. Six of Pentacles in the upright is about a restoration of balance. So it's sort of being knocked off kilter. This could be a fear of yours and not necessarily what's really happening. It is in the realm of possibilities. There could be somebody that you could speak to in advance. The Star is kind of sneaking out here. Let's take a look at her because we saw her in the other deck as well. In the other reading. Such a beautiful energy. The advice that is coming through is to talk to your program advisor, who you're meant to go through, okay? Oh, I have a lot of different hobbies. I make jewelry. I play with my daughter. I hang out. I'm mom. I mom. Is momming a hobby or a purpose? Is there a difference between a hobby and a purpose? Or can they? My ear just started ringing. They could be the same thing. Yeah, definitely talk to somebody about the program that you want to do. The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands came out. There's somebody that can help you work through the specifics of this. There's somebody that works for the program, heads the housing. It's definitely somebody that if you touch base with them and you ask them how to accommodate both the program you're in and the medical program, the clinical study, or the you know what I'm talking about, the medical study, they're going to be able to help you plan and work it out and figure out the best route of action for you to take. It's like the best route for your healing. Did they not get back to you? Or did they tell you, no, you can't do it? Because I feel like there's somebody that can help advise you on the best direction to take with this, the best action. Let's look at, so we looked at the Alcott. We looked at the Cosmic Garden Tarot. We looked at the Egyptian gods. Let me see, before I forget, I just want to make sure, Michaela, if you have a question, love, you go ahead and ask it. You did donate, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. So, Michaela, if you do have a question, which tarot deck, Cynthia, did you miss? Which one did you miss? This Cosmic Garden Tarot, I'm just putting away. We looked at that. I think you saw a little bit of that. It's really beautiful. Yeah, this deck is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Do you remember, Cynthia, when I said there was a deck that reminded me of The Kiss by Klimt? This is it. It's stunning. It doesn't remind me as much of the Klimt as I thought it would, but it does. It does, but it doesn't. It definitely has the vibes, but it's much more colorful and detailed, I think. They're very beautiful. Yeah, the weird juxtaposition of the people, the way their clothes sort of lack definition. Like this. This was very Klimt, The Kiss to me too. It's like Klimt meets Nightmare Before Christmas. Right. No question tonight. Thank you, love. I just wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity because you did make a donation. I didn't want you to feel like I didn't notice. I appreciate you so much. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. This one. I have that, don't I? Don't I have that somewhere? Oh, I sure do. It would go good with this one. It would go real good with this one. You're right. Oh, what's stuck in the box? Sometimes I take the one that's stuck in the box because I feel like it's trying to get my attention. For this you were born, didn't I say? I was like answering the call, picking up the mission, knowing what you were made for. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. I don't think I've ever even seen this card. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. Really honing in and trusting what that journey is, that purpose, what's on your heart, what you were written for. Let's get a couple out of here. I got it out. I might as well now that Cynthia brought it out. Let's get a couple. From fear to fuel. Did I not say that? Did I not say that in the last part, that fear of doing the shadow work, right? The fear of doing the shadow work and transmuting that energy, using it as the spark, using it as the fuel. Stand still and own your power. Be still and know. I just heard the be still and know. Hi, Gregory. Good morning. And North Star. We saw the star come out a bunch. Flip your inner light switch. Thank you, Spirit. Finding that spark, finding that inspiration, finding that courage, I just heard, to take those bold steps towards healing. Letting go of anything that's left in the victim mentality, the scarcity mindsets. Checking those patterns and how you think, how you move, how you process, how important and powerful just your thoughts are, not even your words, beyond that. What is the transcript of your day, the transcript of I was going to say your brain, the transcript of your mind? Like, what are the words you think in? Not just watching the words that come out of your mouth, but what words are moving you internally? Words you wouldn't, words you wouldn't dare to say out loud is what Spirit just said. If you needed clarity on what words we were talking about, the true shadows, the things you're not willing to say, those real dig your heel and dark moments when you have to surrender. You have to accept. Ooh, that's intense. Ooh, I'm going to pin that one. Thank you, Shateria. Thank you so much, love. Thank you guys all for joining me for this unboxing. This has been a lot of fun so far. I'm going to look at a few more decks here, I think, before I say goodnight. We have Guardian Angel cards, loving messages from the angels. Blue Angel Publishing. What was this other one? Because it reminds me of, it doesn't have a lot of her work, it just has the one. But I'm pretty sure it looks like this artist. It looks like Toni Carmen's work. And she also did the Gaia Oracle. I think is Toni. Yep, Toni. Yep, there we go. Toni Carmen. I really like her artwork. So these are both Toni Carmen decks. And I think that this is her artwork, but I don't know that this is necessary. Oh, yeah. Haha, it's right here on the side. Toni Carmen. I didn't see it on the front and I didn't see it on the back. It's definitely on there. I called it. And I really like her artwork. This doesn't showcase as much of her artwork as the Love Oracle deck. I'll show you guys what I mean. So Love Oracle deck, each one of the cards has a different image. And then the flip side is a message. And some of these paintings are the same paintings you find in the Gaia Oracle. So if you like either, like one of them, you'll like the other. These are the heart-shaped ones, I will say, since we're talking about decks. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of trying to shuffle heart-shaped decks. To be candid, to be real about, you know, unboxing and giving my honest opinion of cards. I'm not always a huge fan of heart shapes, but I do love Toni's work. So I would support it and speak highly of it regardless. But I'm not a huge fan of the heart shapes. They're very complicated to shuffle. They're very complicated to handle. And this deck is about to make me a liar because that was really easy. That one unexpectedly went well. Probably after a few uses, it'll be a little less easy to shuffle. I will say these feel shaped slightly different than the Love Oracle heart ones. And they almost fit a little bit better in my hands than those ones. So that may also be playing in a little. Let's see what we get. A couple angel messages. I'll take it. Positive change. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what we were talking about. Positive change. Inner child. I mentioned a lot about shadow work tonight. So that's a lot of inner child stuff. A lot of the shadow work looks at inner child stuff. So it says positive change. Dare to be different. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. That's beautiful. Rainbow. You are a jewel even though you may not see it. Thank you, Spirit. Even in the darkest time, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love and a pot of gold. Oh, what did I say? Who in the collective is winning that Powerball? You are Surrounded by an aura of love and a pot of gold, a power ball waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within. There was a lot in earlier's collective reading about embracing the emotions and learning how to express them in more fruitful ways, in more appropriate ways. Not appropriate wasn't the word. We said emotionally mature was what came out earlier. But it could be the difference between appropriate and inappropriate too, no? So it says, let's see. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Thank you, Spirit. That's beautifully said. Regularly set aside some time to just play. Didn't I say earlier one of my hobbies is just to play? Isn't playing with my daughter a hobby? Isn't being a mom a hobby? Being called to play, being called to nurture, being called to foster growth in others. Ooh, Spirit. I love that. Give me one more. I said one and you gave me 10. Can I have one, please? I mean, I love these guys too, but come on. Just one. Invitation. Invitation. Hey, artsy girl. How are you? Welcome in. You look excited for eclipse season. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. That comes back to feeling more connected to spirit, being willing and able to listen to the call, to be quiet enough to hear it in our day-to-day lives, to take that time to listen. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There is no need to be formal, for we have known you since before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. Thank you, Spirit. What a beautiful message. Let's look at the Spirit Messages Oracle on top of these. Welcome in, artsy girl. I'm just unboxing. No list tonight, only love. Just hanging out with the collective, saying hi. I could not wait for Sunday to unbox these, and I thought it would be unfair if I unboxed them alone. So here we are, unboxing together. I see 1, 2, 3 at the top, and I told Lati earlier tonight that I took a picture of 1, 2, 3 today on a light post, and then I pulled it out before the reading so that if it came up, I could read it. And now that I see it, I have to I have to read it. Vision. Your path will not look identical to anyone else's. That is what makes you unique. Remember that as you stay the path that feels connected, the path will continue to lead you to alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. The affirmation is, my path is mine and mine alone. When I follow my path, alignment comes naturally. Again, with that trusting intuition, trusting the guidance. You saw 1, 2, 3 today too. I took a photo. I was walking along the river with my daughter and one of her service providers, her vision rehabilitation Well, we were doing orientation and mobility, but it's the same provider. So we were doing orientation mobility, which is like learning how to navigate downtown with her trust cane as a legally blind person, child in this case, how to cross streets safely as somebody who's blind. I don't know how to teach that to her, so we have a provider who comes in and helps me with that. Teaches us the right way to do those things to help her become more independent. Teaches one of the things that we've done with her as the vision rehab specialist kind of rolls over is, look at the back of these too. These are beautiful. It's got the same aesthetic as the shadow workbook, which I really like that. So this one is the spirit messages. It's misspelled. And so the one of the things she helps us with is like teaching my daughter how to grocery shop, go to the store, find groceries, get them to the register, how to get them to the register, how to check them out. So there's a lot of things kids learn just by watching us. You know, you don't need to specifically teach them, but when they're visually impaired, there's a lot of information they're missing. So I've learned a lot working with that specialist with her. I think it's really wonderful. But anyways, my whole point being was that when we were walking downtown today, there was a light post and there's numbers on the bottom of the light post. And the place where we always like to sit to have our juice box when we walk with her provider is right next to the light post that says 123. So I saw it and I took a picture of it. I didn't notice it all the other times that we went down there to hang out, but I noticed it today. So vision. My path is mine and mine alone. When I follow my path, alignment comes naturally. This is like what I was saying is when you overcome that fear of shadow work and you realize that it's actually the easier path. The healing actually reduces the resistance from the universe. Thank you, Spirit. That's a beautiful way of putting it. You stop resisting flow. You start to move with alignment, move with abundance, move with self-love, self-worth. I'm also hearing move with grace and compassion. Thank you, Spirit. These are beautiful. Be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. No path. See, my path is mine and mine alone. Your vision is as different as you are. Be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception. That's on them, no matter what people say. Don't ever doubt your worth. I just said worth. I know that was a word that just came out of my mouth. Don't ever doubt your worth or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. We had that earlier too. Calling back your power. These are pretty. I agree, Lottie. Never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself. Thank you. We had the 8 of Cups. The very first card I pulled tonight was a 5 of Cups in reverse. And I said, this is giving walking away. This is putting the past in the past. This is giving me that energy of... And I know I said 8 of Cups and then 8 of Cups came out. So I love this confirmation. If you don't believe me, you could go back and watch from the beginning later. It was all right there. Never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy. So that's a double confirmation for worthy. And then isn't this beautiful? Because on the bottom of the deck, we had the rebirth. We had the death and rebirth come out at least 3 times already. So on the bottom of the deck, there's a great confirmation for that. It's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Again, that shadow work is all about cleaning out the old. Trust that better things are coming fast. I said that too. We had the Knight of Pentacles followed by the Knight of Swords. And I said this transformation is quickening. It's going faster. It's picking up momentum. Thank you, Spirit. It's like confirmation after confirmation. Very beautiful. It's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. And somebody else said earlier, one of the cards that came out, and I put it away before I could see, was a phoenix. It was the Egyptian deck, right? Let's see if I can find it. Because it was giving Phoenix and I didn't look at it. I think I put it away before I saw the comment. Oh, is this it? Or was it death and rebirth? There's faith and wisdom. They have the same. Maybe both of them then. Isn't that interesting? 3 of them had this lotus. This transformation. This one actually has like a little. Oh yeah, this one does too. It's definitely giving Phoenix. Okay. All right, I see what they were saying. I'm going to look into that. I can't remember who said it, but I definitely see what they're talking about. It does give Phoenix. It does give Phoenix vibes. I'm sure it is. I'm going to have to look it up. I would like to read more about that. Let's see. What is left here? We have the runes deck. Is that it? Is that all that's left? Did we get through all of them? We did the medicine woman. We did the guardian angels. We did the Egyptian gods. We did the sci-fi Todd Alcott. This is really cool. This was impressive. And then this one is stunning. The Cosmic Garden Tarot. We just did Spirit Messages. So yeah, last deck is the Runes deck, guys. Last deck, and I'm calling it a night, yo. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for hanging out while I unbox them. Some beautiful new cards to look at, to play with, to enjoy, to call on for inspiration. I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming and spending this Thursday. Oh, I was going to say Thursday, Friday evening. I did say Thursday. Thank you for spending this Friday evening with me. I appreciate you carving a little extra time out for me this week. Tomorrow is the night that I do those public readings, so wish me luck on those. And then I don't know, depending on how that goes and how my energy is on Sunday, I may or may not be here, but I will try to, if I'm not going to be here, I'll make a post and I'll let you know if I just don't have the energy. Bye, Maja. It was nice to see you. Have a beautiful evening or day, wherever you are, however it resonates. Make it a beautiful one. That's what I should say. Just make it a beautiful one. strength, reliability. I saw this. I saw this. I feel like I gotta get it back out now. I feel like I saw that in one of the images in the stack, and I don't know that I'm gonna be able to find it now. But it really stood out, and I almost pointed it out as a rune. And I didn't. I wish I had now. I didn't point it out. But I definitely saw it. I feel like maybe the Ace of Wands. Ooh, the Magician card is really cool. Let me see. Where did it go? Also like the sun in this deck. Very beautiful energy. I feel like I gotta be coming up on it here. What did I say? I think it's the Ace of Wands. Oh, right here. Yeah, Ace of Wands. I thought I saw it, but it's a star. It's a star chart. It's so close. Oh, where did it go? Because I thought I saw it for sure. Now what I do with that card? My God. My God, woman, what'd you do? Now I lost it. There it is. Okay, not quite, but I thought it was. Okay. I did see it. I'm glad to know I didn't imagine it. It really was there. There really was a symbol there. Star. I'm going to have to go through here and see what the different star charts are associated with. Which constellations and signs they point to. Yeah, Rachel, 1234 came up in Lottie. Was it your reading? I think it was. No, you had like 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't remember what it was. But it made me think of the fact that I saw progress in 1, 2, 3, 4 today. Okay, here we go. Strength, reliability, dependability, trustworthiness. There's enlightenment coming out again. Endurance, defense, protection. Thank you, God, for protecting the collective. I had this thing, I wanted to thank Spirit, like I had this energy of thank you for allowing the collective to put their guard down. Thank you for holding against anything that would harm them. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for bringing them joy and comfort. Joy, comfort, pleasure, fellowship. Thank you, guys. Thank you for adding to my fellowship. Okay, thank you to adding to the glory, the harmony of the group, the prosperity. I love all that. Spiritual reward, but also the possibility of going over the top. Ooh, don't overcorrect, guys. Wrath of nature. We had destruction. So this is the second card of destruction. But look at this. Destruction, strength, joy. So it's the same energy that we had out earlier. The overcoming that need, the need to wallow in chaos. Thank you, Spirit. Overcoming the desire or the need to wallow. I just keep getting called to that word wallow. It's like the collective is no longer wallowing. They're in active pursuit of their purpose. Yeah. Okay. I laughed because I had to flip it around so I could see it better, but it was delays, restriction, resistance, leading to strength. Leading to strength. So this in reverse, right? Leading to strength. So we came out of this, we're headed into strength, leading into strength. Artsy girl, she is 13. And it has been one heck of a ride. She's pretty amazing. I am absolutely blessed. We have some additional challenges to the vision with her, so it's been a fun ride to say the least. Food allergies, there's malformation in her cerebellum that just makes everything more difficult, but it also makes her just so uniquely. She's giggling in the other room. And so I don't know if she knows I'm talking about her, but she probably does. It just makes her so unique. Like the malformation in the cerebellum just causes her to process things so differently. Like so differently. And so stubbornly, too. She's bright, but she's very stubborn. She's one of those kids that she knows people can't force her to do things. She's very bright. So if she doesn't want to do something, she's unbothered by anybody else's feelings. She doesn't fall for guilt. She will fall for chocolate. Artsy girl, she will fall for chocolate. When all else fails, I could usually get her to participate if chocolate is involved. She's a hoot, though. She's very bright. Her music skills are amazing. Oh, it blows me out of the water. I can't even feel like I do enough for her, you know? I always feel like I am just, like there wouldn't be enough for this kid because she's so amazing. I don't think anybody in this world, she's just, oh, she's heaven sent. She really is. I had this monk when she was a baby. When you looked at her, you didn't even really know that she was underweight or anything. Like, she was pleasantly plump, but she was small for her age. Like, unless you knew her age and everything she'd been through, you wouldn't know, you know? She just looked like a baby. And I was holding her. I was at a Catholic Mass at one of my favorite churches in town, and I was holding her. And a bunch of things, I don't know, if you've ever been to a Catholic Mass, you'll know that they're very, like, I don't want to say cut and dry, but they don't go off script, right? It's like they do their thing, and like there's no other. Do I get into the root sea bass? Her sea bass? Like, what do you mean? I've been studying philosophy, psychology, spirituality since I was a kid. So I mean, I look into all sorts of different things. So I studied all sorts of different modalities and interesting things, mythologies, philosophies, all of them. I love it all. I absorb all of it. I'm happy to learn. I'm a happy to learn person. So anyways, as I was saying, she was oh, I forgot what I was saying now. I got distracted by the question. It's easy to do, easy to distract me. It really is. She's brilliant, though. Her music abilities are incredible. Oh, so the monk. Now I remember. So I was at this mass, and when I went up for the Eucharist with her, the monk stopped the whole line. There was a monk who, it was a special guest who was celebrating that day. He was a Franciscan monk, and the Franciscans are my favorite. Like, of all the monks, I absolutely love Franciscans. They're always the happiest of people, always the sweetest, most compassionate, selfless type people. They're very beautiful. And so I was get up in the line to celebrate the Eucharist with the communion with this Franciscan monk, and he stopped the line and he put the Eucharist to my daughter's forehead, and he just said a prayer for about 2 minutes solid. He just prayed over my daughter. And this kind of thing doesn't happen at a Catholic Mass, like in the middle of a Catholic Mass. So already I was feeling very blessed and special. Already I felt very moved by his action to pray for her. So, I go around, you go back around, and you get back in your pew, and you finish out the Mass after that. And the next thing that happened that was really cool is when they leave Mass, they always do it the same way. Again, it's very strict, it's like very methodical. It's laid out exactly how they're meant to do things. The priest goes out, you sing until they're out of the building, and then the hymn stops. And so everybody's singing, and the priest and all the altar boys are walking out in front of him. There's a couple priests in front of him, and the monk gets out of the processional, and he comes up to me while everybody's singing around us. And he comes up to me and her, and he leans in. Nobody else could hear the conversation. It was just her and like me. It was just me that could hear it. She was a baby. And he leans over and he sort of embraces me with this hug. But he says to me, "Did you know she was extra close to God's heart before she came down here, before he gifted her to you?" That's what he said. "Did you know she was extra close to God's heart before she was gifted to you?" My ear just started ringing. I said, "Of course, of course. Of course I know that this child was extra close to." What parent wouldn't say yes, right? And then he leans closer and he even gets a little quieter. And everybody's confused at this point because they have to sing the same hymn over and over until he's done. He leans in and he says, "But do you know why?" Now he had my attention. Do you know why she was extra close to his heart? And so now why? Waiting on bated breath for the punchline. And he says, "Because she chose to come down and suffer in this body to see if I would still choose love." And I, to this day, will never forget that experience. I'll never forget that revelation, that realization, what that meant, what it was to have a confirmation about what she was experiencing as her earthly calling, her mission. So her mission was, would I choose love? Yeah, and I feel every day that I wake up with her, I accept that mission. Oh, you guys, I'm tearing up. It's just such a beautiful feeling, such a beautiful sentiment, such a beautiful man, such a beautiful Mass, such a beautiful monk, such a beautiful message. He really was. He was. Of course, my messages stopped while I was telling that story, so I didn't read your feedback, but he was absolutely an earth angel. Amazing. Funny story about Franciscans. I'll tell you another funny story about Franciscans. I freaking love them. I love them so much. I got a couple great stories about Franciscans. When I first went back to the church, I had a couple interactions with Franciscans. I went most of my childhood not going. And then a part of my healing called me to it. And I don't regret it. I would still go if it was closer, but they moved the church farther away, and I just can't get to it anymore. But, but So beautiful. Such an amazing, the Franciscans. My cousin, when she heard that I was thinking about going back to church, guys, she drove 8 hours to pick me up on Good Friday and to drive me down where she lived 8 hours away so that I could go to Mass with her on Easter. So, what a beautiful gesture for her to do that. But instead of taking me directly to her house, she took me to a church. Like the very first thing we did when we got to Maryland was go to this church. And we walked in and we're cleaning, and there's a statue of St. Francis there, and it's a St. Francis church. And so I'm looking at this statue. Mind you, I didn't realize that Franciscan monks dressed like St. Francis, right? I have no clue. I know nothing at this point about Catholicism other than the few things I learned as a child that I forgot. So I'm in this church, we're cleaning because after Good Friday, they have like the palms, right, from the week before. So we had to clean out all the palms from the pews. And we're setting up the flowers for Easter Vigil, right? So the Good Friday palms, and then the cleaning that out of the pews so that we could set up for the Saturday night vigil. So I don't know why there were so many palms everywhere, because I feel like Palm Friday is another one, but or Palm Sunday is the Sunday before. So I don't remember how it goes, but anyways, we're cleaning out the church, we're setting up the flowers. That was just, generally speaking, just having fun. And the back doors flew open on the church, and like pouring in, like all of the light came pouring in. And I'm like sweeping around by the statue of St. Francis. And I look up and St. Francis is coming through the door. And I think I'm having this big spiritual moment. And I'm like in awe of myself. And I'm like looking at the statue, and I'm looking at St. Francis, and I'm looking at the statue, and I'm looking at him coming down the aisle. And as the doors closed behind him, I realized St. Francis was wearing Nikes. And it like dawned on me that Franciscan monks dress like St. Francis. But, and it wasn't actually St. Francis, but a monk. And I don't know. To me, it's a funny story. I had this big moment. I mean, my heart could have exploded in my chest when I saw that. I was freaking out a little. I was like, am I the only one seeing this? Like, are we experiencing this huge miracle right now? No, it's just a monk in Nikes. And then I had my last friend. I'll tell you my last St. Francis story, my last Franciscan story, and how much I love them. I had my first confession that weekend in like 16 years. It was like my first confession in 16 years, and I spent like 3 or 4 days preparing for it. I had it all written down in a journal. And we go to this church, a beautiful church. There's a Franciscan monastery in Washington, D.C. I highly suggest it to anybody just for architecture and art. It's absolutely beautiful. They have a replica of the Holy Land in the gardens. It's very beautiful. And so my cousin took me there for, I'm going to get a couple more cards before I go. So my cousin took me there for my first confession in 16 years. And I was like, okay, go. She goes and gets a monk for me because she's like, this is going to take a really long time. We're going to need a second monk. Because she knows I've got like 5 pages of confessions to make, right? And so I get in there and I'm just bawling my eyes out to this Franciscan monk. And I'm telling him anything and everything that I felt bad about in 16 years of my life. And I get all finished with it. And he asks me, this is so sweet. God bless his heart. To this day, God bless his heart. Because I was wrecked. I was in tears. And he says to me, do you remember the Lord's Prayer? And me, I'm like, I think so, through tears, like through absolute sobbing. I think so. And he's like, well, I want you to say one of them very, very slowly. So that was my first penance in 15 years, 16 years, was one Our Father very slowly. Eternal love. Thank you, Spirit. Happiness, harmony, fulfillment. We had fulfillment come out earlier. We had joy come out. We had harmony come out at least twice. So that's a perfect energy. Evolution, earth changes, climate changes, transformation. Again, this is that alchemizing, that's moving higher energy, that ascension energy, embracing things, embracing that change, moving with that change, the spirit of rebirth, the spirit of rebirth. And then we have the search, feeling lost, confused, and lonely. So we feel like this might be the energy that the collective is moving out of. The feeling lost, the finding our place, the finding our space. Let's get one more. You guys are so fun. Thank you for coming out and joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed... Oh, shush up. So I have like a little inside joke. So we have peace here, which is beautiful. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts, letting go of those regrets, accepting what patterns need to change and addressing them, right? So I was laughing. What I mean is, oh, shush, is because whenever I see this particular card in this deck, I made a pact with myself to get a different deck. So you guys get me for one more deck here, and then we can go, because I can't get the Ganesha card without knowing that there is a Lord Ganesh message for us. So let's get a message out of here. When you find yourself, Eric, that's what my guide just said. When you find yourself. I know that's not the answer you wanted, but I was told that's the answer you needed. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have here? What's the other message? What is the last message for the evening? Delight. So again, with that, eternal love, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. Taking delight in the journey. Understanding that your life is here to enjoy. Even the hard shit, even the difficult moments, they're here to build you to... It's funny, the card that just came out is wholeness, and I was about to say to... I was going to say complete you, but you're never not complete. So thank you for the reminder, Spirit. You're always whole. You're always whole within self. Healing, that's a second confirmation. We had healing come out earlier. Actually, we had healing with the star. We had healing with the temperance earlier. We had healing with the sun. And we had healing with, I think, just healing out of the Egyptian oracle. And didn't I say this earlier too? The Egyptian god oracle. Sorry, nurture. What we're nurturing. How we nurture. Nurturing being a purpose. Nurturing self, nurturing others. There's many people who are called to nurture as their purpose. It's like earlier when I was asked, what are my hobbies, right? And I said, nurturing my daughter, playing with my daughter. Being a mom. It's a hobby, right? It's something I just enjoy doing. Anyhow, y'all, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for coming out for the unboxing tonight for the new decks. Thank you for looking at these old decks with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for any new subscribers. If we got any this evening, I especially appreciate the contributions. Thank you so much, Michaela, for your contribution. Thank you guys for trusting me with your energy. I appreciate it so much. Remember, if you win that Powerball, all I'm ever asking of the collective is 10% of the first million. Maybe I should say 10% of the first billion. So get it, girls. Get us that Powerball. What skull? Which one? Wait. What's with the skulls? I just like them. I like crystals. I like skulls. I think because I'm a Scorpio and Scorpio is associated with the death card, I probably just enjoy having the little skulls. They kind of fit my horoscope as well. I have more. I have more skulls. Hold on. This is my favorite. This one's really cool. This is titanium quartz, which what they do is they turn the titanium into a gas. They sort of gas chamber the quartz and it sticks to them. I think that's really cool. The melted chunk. This, the V that looks vintage, is that what you mean? It's probably like a little Avon thing, but my name is Veronica, and so I kept it. And then dude with the mustache is my masculine crystal. But I do have, hold on, because I have more skulls. Did you want to see my skull collection? You just asked about one of my favorite things. Plus, I have the skull on my death head moth that I made. And then I have a little rainbow collection here. I did get rid of I didn't get rid of, I sold I had a purple one. I had one that was amethyst, but I sold it. So here's my skull collection. Yeah, I have skulls. Skulls I have. And there's another here. This one is, what is this? I want to say this one was made from moss agate. It's a very interesting skull. But this, the feather, or the wings go down. So I made this little guy. And you just hook them back in there. Oh, thank you. He was a lot of fun. The wings were hard to figure out. Every time I incorporate movement into a piece, there's a lot of kinks that need working out, a lot of mechanical reasoning. That's why I enjoy making them, as I find mechanical reasoning to be a bit of a meditative process, like this guy. She's like a little fairy queen, fairy goddess. She's got little wings that move too. They do stick the scroll on this one. This was the first one I made with moving parts. I think it came out really well. No, I won't say she's the first with moving parts because I made some that have like locking mechanisms, like They're sort of like lockets, and they have like different kinds of locking mechanisms on them. So they're not the first with moving parts, but it was the first with wings, with actual wings. And then the more complicated wings that I've been working on, and I have not figured out how to finish them yet, is my owl. He does some good flying. He's a little sticky. He's got a lot of issues back here, a lot of mechanics going on that I have to. Do you know what he was inspired by, guys? If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Do you know where I came up with the idea of how to make the wings on this owl? Do you know those old like drying racks that expand, that unfold and collapse? Do you know what I'm talking about? The freestanding drying racks. So I have like two of them in my bathroom, and I was looking at them and I was like, you could absolutely make a bird wing using this collapsible mechanical reasoning. Anyways, one of these days I will master the owl wings and you guys will know, because I will never stop talking about it. See, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, if you look at, like, when you collapse it and you open it up, it's just like how the bird wing works. So I was looking at bird anatomy too. And it was like I put the two together to figure that out. Although it was one of my favorite projects, but every time I put feathers on it, it gets kinked up. So I have to fill this part still, and it's been an extra challenge, and it's so chewed up from all the work I did on the back. It's more like a prototype. I don't think I'll ever sell it. I may not even finish this one. I may have to start another one altogether. But I love mechanical reasoning. I think it's a lot of fun. I like to incorporate it in my work. They make for very unique pieces. Someday I might want to sell them. I don't know. I have yet to have anybody name a price I would take on any of them, so. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I'm actually I didn't want to stay long tonight, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know it was just a couple hours. Thank you for tolerating that there was no list, only love. I appreciate that from the collective. Thank you, Lati. I'm so glad to see you. Lots of heart chakra energy right back at you, sister. We're going to have to do another one of those. No list, no love, double lives. That was a lot of fun. I've been thinking about that lately. I don't know where and when we should sneak it in. So keep me posted. Let me know when you're free and we could talk about it. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for trusting me with your energy. Until the next time, guys, stay inspired. Love you all. Bye.